Hopefully this is okay. I hope it works this time. Hi guys, welcome to my channel, Criminal Times. If you saw this last night and if by some chance you did want to watch it or come talk about this subject, I actually did try to broadcast, and I was apparently talking to myself for about 45 minutes. So okay, at least I think right now. So we'll find out. This is sorry. I hope you guys can hear me. This is what I have to this is what I have to say in this video, in this live. And I hope somebody wants to come chat. If you want to come up and have a discussion, you're more than welcome to. I started this channel and this video because this little girl stole my heart, and I'm very passionate about especially this case. I'm sure there'll be others. I love this community, and the people that I watch are so good at what they do. There's nothing else like it. There's never been. And where we are in history, the speed at which information can travel right now, the aggregate knowledge of the internet, no one's ever seen this before in history. And I don't think people really know what to do with it yet. Like, I don't think people know how to take us yet. You see Molly go lightly down there in Tennessee, and she's just doing an amazing job down there. And you see what this community can do. And you know, when we support each other, and even if the family doesn't seem interested, which is odd, don't you think? But let's the family interested, and importantly, let's suppose the family didn't have the money to, like Molly Golightly was saying to the somewhat snotty and full of himself private investigator, let's suppose the family didn't have the money to hire a private investigator. Let's suppose the police weren't interested in investigating some cases, like 2 little adopted boys called Orrin and Orson. Isn't it nice that an entire community of people are searching through videos and documents and staking out houses and going to neighborhoods and talking to people and risking their safety to find out what happened to these kids, these missing kids? And I'm happy to be a part of that. And that's why I threw my hat in. Count me in. I want to do something good. I want to do something good for these kids and these fans. And I have some time. So, you know, whatever I can do to help. And hey, if anybody if anybody wants to join me on here, if anybody wants to, come up and talk about anything, and you know, hey, hey, Sheila Carter, how are you? VOA, FYI. What's the VOA? VOA. I don't know. VOA. VOA. Oh, I'm going to talk about Chase in a second. I'm just not ready to go there yet. I'm in a good mood right this pages on Chase. Wait till you see. He pissed me off. He done pissed me off. He took advantage of this little girl, this little missing girl. And all the pieces came together. All of them. There was one question I had. One question. Why would you call Tiffany Marie and say, why would you call Tiffany Marie and say you knew where this little girl was? You either knew where this little girl was, or you're lying about it. Okay? He didn't say it's a theory, so I'll play the call for you. He said she's safe. He said she is safe. I know she's safe. Candace knows she's safe. Authorities know she's safe. The only reason I didn't take the billboard down is because I didn't find out till after. He said she's safe. So, why lie? He also said he knew exactly what happened to her. So, does he? Does he know what happened? Is he a criminal? Or is he a liar? Is he a kidnapper? He said, the only thing we don't know is who the woman is. Does that imply we know who the man is? Is he the man? Or is he a con artist trying to make money and exploit a missing child? There isn't a third option. Funny enough, whenever people have questions, oh, he's sick. See, when there's hard questions, he's sick. And he's not just sick now. He's got an illness that is fatal. And he's going to need some sympathy. So, those people that are hard on him, especially the one that published that mean phone call, that lady, she is being mean to a man that's dying. He's on his deathbed, y'all. He had to go to the hospital for Xanax. And don't ask him any hard questions about what he did with that money, or why the billboard only went up for 28 days. Because he's dying. Okay, so here's who Chase is. "11 days before Summer goes missing, he starts his YouTube channel. Summer goes missing, and he just comes up out of nowhere. He's a local. He's in the area. Keep that in mind. He's in the area. He's not some rando on the internet in another state. So he's going to help investigate. He just inserted himself into the case. Does have a criminal record, but he calls himself Chase 423, and he's inserted himself into this case as a good guy. He's going to help investigate. He's going to help put this little girl, Summer Wells, 5-year-old little girl that's missing. He's going to help put her face out. He's going to help raise money to put her face out there on billboards, and he's a wolf in sheep's clothing is what he is. So he shows up on YouTube channels and creators channels like Tiffany Marie and basically every channel that I've seen on actually all sides, all sides of the rainbow. So it doesn't even matter. He's everywhere at one time and place. So, or one time or another, because he flip-flops so much he don't even know. So when he starts showing up and saying he needs to raise money for this billboard, and then that the billboard is going to be up, and he says that the billboard is going to be up, and he tells Tiffany Marie the billboard's going to be up and it's going to be across from Walmart. And one day he calls Tiffany Marie, this odd phone call. He had been raising money this whole time for a billboard. He calls Tiffany Marie, this odd phone call. I'm going to play it for you guys. Okay. Now, bear with me. This is my first time playing a phone call on here, or sharing my screen, playing another creator's phone call. But I'm going to play this phone call, and this is so important. This is so important because here's where this is the answers that I want, because I have not forgotten. That's my cats. Here's the thing. I've been waiting to make this video. I even made it twice. This is my second time making this video because I want answers. I want to know, Chase. I want to know. Who is it? Who is it? Who told you Summer is safe? Who told you? Because now Chase says, oh, well, turns out it was just a theory, But now Chase says, oh, well, turns out my leukemia is back. And so, just don't ask me who told me Summer was safe. It's a very specific thing that he said. He said he knows someone distracted Candace, Summer's mother, and somebody who Grandma knows under Grandma's direction went over and took Summer because Summer's dad was abusing her, and snuck her to a car and took her to another state, Indiana, and has her there safe, and the authorities know about it. And the only missing piece to the puzzle is who is the woman who took her. For some reason, the authorities, they know that she was taken, they just don't know who the person is that took her. And they know where she is, they just don't know who the person is that took her there. So, is his story. And Chase knows all of this. And so does Candace. So does Grandis. So, that is Chase's story. Under the impression that Tiffany Marie is just going to keep this information to herself. What is Chase's motive for telling Tiffany Marie this information? Think about that for a second. Why would somebody tell somebody who is searching and making videos desperately every day, using all of her time and energy to search for a little girl, that she's safe somewhere and he knows that she's safe and don't worry about it? Why would someone do that if they didn't know for a fact that that was true? Why would someone do that? Ask yourself that. Or do they know it's true? Or what do they know? Or who is someone like that? What kind of person would do that? I want answers. Don't you? Don't we deserve some answers? Meanwhile, this person has collected a lot of money from this community of people who is looking for this little girl. So here's this man, the same man. So he calls her and says this stuff to her in what secrecy, some kind of secrecy, because for Summer's safety, this needs to be kept a secret for some reason. Okay? Then he calls her. So she has the character, okay, in the state of mind to record it, but she has the character to put it out on social media after she gives it to TBI. Thank God that she is who she is. Thank you, Tiffany Marie. So she does that, and the internet eats her alive. You know, all the Chase 423 lovers, because she put Summer's safety in jeopardy. For what? What? I thought TBI knew. I thought authorities knew. And excuse me? He just told her he knew where Summer was. Why in the hell wouldn't she say to somebody, TBI, excuse me, I think I might know where Summer is? The little girl we've been looking for 6 months? Someone just said they know her location. Would you give that tip to TBI? Or no, just like say, okay, well, that's cool. So, you know, he also gave her an exact date of when she might be back. I mean, is that not pertinent information for the TBI? Or like, no, is that like for a pinky swear secrecy thing? You know, is that for keepsies? That's like insane. But they really did give her a hard time about that. I mean, some people, I mean, I guess there's always going to be like some people. Ugh, some people. What is VOA? I would. Hey, Brayden. Hang on just a second. Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to see if there's a problem because, well, I know nobody's here. I'll try to edit this out before I post it. Might have to just start a new live stream. Viewer comments show up on a stream. This is an example. Oh, it's an example. Oh, okay. She just sent an example. StreamYard just sent an example to click on a comment. Okay, click on it to see if it shows on a screen. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Oh man, I'm an idiot. That whole time it was messing me up because, okay, it's not that somebody was trying to tell me something. It's just that nobody's watching a live stream. Okay. Okay. All right. Well, I'll later to find out if my audio and my sound is okay. I wonder if I can pull it up on my um, phone and find out if my audio is in my pictures. Well, I guess my picture is okay. Let's see. That's my picture. I can see my picture and picture is okay. But okay. So here, let me tell you guys a little bit about Chase. Okay, how do I get it off the screen to do this? Listen, I said last night or the night before when I did my first live stream. Have you guys ever seen me live? I'll try to go live every night. I have a little bit of traveling to do this weekend, so I won't be this weekend, but I'm gonna go live every night, and anybody who wants to come on and talk about the case and talk about Summer's case, talk about any of the missing cases that you want to discuss, we can do some, we can, you know, do whatever ones you want to go on at a time, as many as you guys want to. We can build this community. I love to, you know, do as many as we can and try to, find these people, provide support. I'm a single mom, but I'm on disability. So I'm one of the people that, like, I love doing research and I have the time, and I see like Molly Golightly and then people down there in Tennessee. If I had the money, if I had the resources to go do that traveling, oh, in a heartbeat, I would do that. I would absolutely go down there. Anywhere. I would go anywhere if I could help these kids. And I would do anything for those families. That guy was saying that you can get your private investigator license. That was so insulting to Molly. And I'm so glad that she went down there to Tennessee and did all the stuff that she did, just to show that, good for you, Molly. Good for you. Proud of you, Molly. So, you know, so, and like, we can also talk about like current events or whatever you guys want to talk about. Um, Sorry, I was trying to technical difficulties here.
Trying to find it on that. Is that what you're...
Are you signed in? Whoops. Okay, you can't hear me that well?
The audio and video. The video is lagging. The audio is I'm pretty sure it's not there. Although
Hang on, I can do something. The video's lagging?
yeah, the video in general is lagging. I don't. When it's not lagging, there isn't any audio, but that might be really troubling.
When it's not lagging, say that again.
When it's not lagging, there isn't any sound, but that might be recovering from the lag.
Okay. Do me a favor right now. Let me close out everything I have, because sometimes you can... Don't just stay off camera. I just don't want you on the camera. Sometimes you can talk on the stream, but just don't be on the camera, okay? Sometimes you can, like for this, so here I have, it says excellent connection. I have the studio up at the same time, but I wonder if I close out the studio. Do you see this? Like, look over here. You can't see my camera, I think, for, like, if, I don't know what this is, why, if I have to have this up. If I close this out, let me see this. I don't know what this is here, but if I close it out, I think the video and stream and stuff will work. The studio, okay. I'm going to close this out, the studio, okay? And now tell me how, now go out there and tell me how the video and audio is now, okay? I'm going to keep talking. Tell me how it is. I'm going to start about Chase. Okay. So here's Chase. Well, I'm going to keep going about Chase. My Chase rant, okay? So, you got Chase raise this money for this billboard. Well, he says uh-oh. I don't know where that happened. So hope my internet, maybe I don't get a good signal back here. So he raises all this money, and everybody has faith in him at first, that no one has any reason to doubt him. I remember hearing from people that I trusted sources, that they verified him, they would vouch for him, that he was a good guy, honest guy, that 423CHASE was, above par, above board, that they, and some people were starting to wonder, and other people were saying no, and people, it was starting, some people, you could see a line starting to being drawn, because it was starting to become obvious that there wasn't very much transparency, there wasn't any receipts, and people were starting to ask questions, and
Audio's still weird. Video.
Audio's still weird?
The video is good now.
Okay, let me try something else with audio. You ready? Okay. Okay, it's on camera. Okay,
I think you need to have it up next.
Okay, I can put it closer, okay? Because I can also do it without this, but I can do this, like, way closer. Is it just not loud enough? Okay, try like this. I can definitely get a better microphone, but for now, tell me if this is better. I don't think you have to go to a different room. Is that better?
Hold on.
Okay. So 423CHASE is starting to, it's becoming obvious that there's no receipt. We're starting to ask questions about this money, about this billboard. And so it goes up November 1st. I'll have to see the date of this phone call, but this really strange phone call is made. over his head when he called. But right before the phone call, people are starting to ask questions anyway, because Chase is an odd character. He has inserted himself into this case in a lot of ways that didn't just, I mean, it's just odd. I mean, the way that he was, still not loud enough? Okay.
I think it's not there at all.
Not there at all? No audio? No audio. Is there no audio? Is it on the wrong? Okay. And now, wait. This might be, my phone might be on, crap. Honey, it was connected to my headphones. Sorry about that. You can't hear it at all? Okay, how about now? Can you hear me now?
Oh yeah, that's good.
What is that squeaky sound? You hear that? No. What's the... Does anybody know what that sound is? Hang on. Do you know what that sound is? Brayden, do you know what that is? Okay, let's try to get rid of it. Take that out there and see if that goes away. Tell me if it goes. Tell me when it stops, if it stops at all.
We have some audio and not none.
No, the audio was there the whole time. You just couldn't hear it.
The audio.
Is it gone?
Slightly stopped the audio.
Is it gone, Brayden? Sorry. Trying to get my son to help me with the tech. And he's 9, so. While also trying to keep him off the camera. Not the easiest. Sorry, I don't know what that squeaking is, guys. If anybody know what that squeaking is, if you could leave a comment, if you're still watching it, leave a comment, that would really help me out. I'm listening to the video, and I just realized how loud it is. You gotta take that out of here. That's echoing for me, Brayden. I'm gonna try to get rid of that squeaking, but I don't know how. Did it go away? Oh, that squeaking is really bad, but I don't know if it's still there. Guess I won't know until I watch it because. Okay, so, Chase makes this phone call, and the phone call is he says he knows where Summer is. He says he knows who took her. He says he knows. He says he knows who. No, excuse me. My mistake. And I want to be precise. The only thing he says he does not know is who the woman is. And he's very specific about that. He wants Tiffany to know that it was a woman who took her. Not a man, a woman. He also wanted Tiffany to know that it is a woman who has her now. And she's safe. And he knows this. She's safe because she's in Indiana and she's safe and a woman has her. Not a man. Woman. Okay? It's very important. Tiffany knows that. And because the man and woman took her, Fort Grandis, because she was being abused by her father. Hang on a second. Okay, guys, sorry about that. There's a squeaking or beeping or something like that. I might delete this live and try to redo it, but because there's nobody watching live, so it's probably going to be a video that might be replayed, and I'd like to at least make it bearable. Someone's gonna watch it on replay. Because there is some things that I have to say that are interesting, I promise, but I just can't get to them because I keep getting interrupted, and I shouldn't get interrupted anymore, but I feel like at this point, if I say anything else by this point, if anyone started watching the video, they probably aren't watching it anymore. 48 minutes later, yeah, no one's still watching this video, probably. Yeah, I'll just say this. What I'll say is that, I'll just say one more thing, and then I will continue this with a part 2 of how disgusting of a human being Chase is, and that we still want answers, and we're still here, and we're always going to be here until we get our answers, just like Molly always was going to stand in front of the Laundrie's house and Laundrie's sister's home until she got her answers. I am always going to internet stalk Chase 423-123 Chase Brad Chase Chasing Bradley, Billboard Bradley, Chasing Dollars, Dollar Hauler Chase. I am going to internet stalk Chase until he stops exploiting children for money, um, missing children for money, and shame on him for trying to turn it around on someone who actually cares about a missing child and was actually trying to bring attention to her. You know, Tiffany Marie was actually every single day live streaming about Summer. Every single day putting up every piece of information she could find about Summer. And I listened to her. She wasn't even just putting up, like, she wasn't even putting up information that was like information that would get clicks, or information that was uh information that was salacious, or people would live because they wanted to, that sounds juicy. She would vet the information. She wouldn't put anything up about the voice. She wouldn't put anything up about um she I mean she really wanted to find out what happened to Summer. If it wasn't helpful, if it was hurtful to any of the other children or minors, or if it wasn't able to be verified, she and she didn't even her channel wasn't even monetized until 30 days ago. I mean, she didn't even receive her first check yet. I mean, she may not have even still received her first check. I'm positive at the time of that phone call, she hadn't received her first check from YouTube. For all the people that said that she was getting views off of Summer, making money off Summer, not a cent, not a single penny. Meanwhile, 423 Chase, scumbag of the earth, taking in dollar after dollar after dollar for a mystery billboard up for 28 days, promised to the world that one's going to turn into two, is going to turn into five. Then he's got some poor patsy paying for five, who actually had a daughter who had um, unfortunately, who had a tragedy. So took her in, I believe, and as a distraction for Plan C after, well, let's see. Let's count the ways, shall we? Let's see, Chase. Um, Plan A was to get people off your back, was, well, I knew she was safe, so that's why I didn't keep the billboards up. That's why I didn't pay for the rest of the billboards, because I just knew she was safe. And, why keep billboards up and why keep searching? Because, once you know she's safe, there's no point, right? So that's plan A. And then plan B is going to be, well, I had to take them down because the church was getting harassed, and because Tiffany Marie made a video about it being across from the church. And, well, you knew she was going to, Chase. You knew damn well she was going to. You baited her into it. You wanted her to. Why the hell else would you tell Tiffany Marie, who you knew damn well was waiting with bated breath for that billboard to go up? That's all she was talking about. She could not wait to see that billboard. She cried over that billboard. She, I believe, picked out the picture for that billboard, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. And she asked the location. You told her it was right by the Walmart? Well, you left out the part that it was across from the SDA church. Right across from the SDA church that the Wells went and attended. You just left that part out, even though that was actually closer. You forgot to mention that part. Usually, whenever you're giving a reference point, you either A, say what it is closest to, or B, say what it is most relevant to, or C, say the thing that the person is going to connect to most in their mind. All three of those things would have been the SDA church. What the hell does Walmart have to do with Summer Wells's billboard or missing case? Now, if the church wasn't there and Walmart was the next biggest building, biggest business, and people, and that's the oh look, it's still going. Awesome. Okay, so it kicked me off for a second, but that's awesome. Okay, so what you wouldn't do is you wouldn't say, so like if it was just a Walmart was the next biggest building and then there was a little KFC, and let's say you wouldn't say, and then the KFC was 20 miles down the road and in the next town, you wouldn't say, oh yeah, I put the billboard up, it's 20 miles away from KFC in the next town. what the hell, you know? So you would expect someone to say, why didn't you mention that there's a Walmart across the street? You would expect that. If you said that, you would expect someone to say, why didn't you mention there's a Walmart across the street, right? Almost as if he baited Tiffany Marie to make that video. Why would he want Tiffany Marie to make a video? Maybe because he knew it was coming down November 28th. Maybe he was panicking. He needed an excuse of why the billboard was only paid up until November 28th. Maybe because he told everybody it was paid for until at least the end of December. And maybe because he took a hell of a lot more money than that. So then that was plan B. Let Tiffany Marie make that video and then claim that people, randos from the internet, right? And let's just imply, right? Let's just imply. I don't think we can come right out and say it's Tiffany Marie, but we'll just imply that it's her, or even better, her crazy YouTube followers, YouTube internet followers, right? They all watched her video and called the church, every single one of them, to say what? To say what? Makes no sense, right? But, still got, you still got sheep following this guy around. I don't understand. I don't understand why anyone, after listening to that phone call, like, no thanks, that Doug, no thanks, listening to that phone call, which Doug, no thanks, I lost all respect for him when Tiffany Marie said he could play that phone call, which he could have just, replayed AB's video anyway. But when he played it and then said, what do you think? Do you think it's real, or do you think it's spliced, or what did he say? Edited, or what were his words? I can't remember. He did a poll, some kind of poll, and said, what did he say? He did some kind of poll, and he said, what do you think? Do you guys think this is, somebody drop it in the comments, whatever he said. I really want to know now. I can't remember. Help us make search better for you. I don't know. Okay. Let's see. How do I put my picture in this little circle thing? Does anybody know? Hey, if you guys know how to make this little white guy in the middle on StreamYard, if you guys know how to make that my picture, can somebody put that in the comments too? I'd really appreciate that. I hate that it's just a little white circle. That's kind of crappy. Let me see if I can, no, I don't know how to make that up. Let's see. I don't know how to make that I thought it would just be my avatar, just like kind of, just like automatically, but I guess it's not. Okay, can you just like, got it. Okay, let's see if over here, let's see if maybe settings. Okay, camera, audio, virtual background. virtual background. How do you? Mic default test is saying that mic's okay. Echo cancellation must be off to use stereo audio. Okay, I hope the audio is okay. Okay, I'm not seeing let's see if it's in general. Okay. Okay. I don't know how to, maybe figure it out later. Okay. Anyway. Alright, so anyway, that's what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna share my screen, and should I do the phone call now, or should I do it on a second screen? Because I feel like I already messed this one up pretty bad. See, video file, share screen. Okay, so let's see. Oh, okay. Audio avatar. Here, I can do it right here. There we go. Yeah, let's do it right here. I'm gonna make myself a beautiful rainbow. Let's see where my regular picture is. I don't even know what picture I'm using right now. It's the last picture I took of myself. Let's take a picture right now. Let me just take a picture. No, no, that is terrible. It's not great quality. Okay, listen guys. Oh, I can do summer. Well, I think that's, I don't know if that's, okay. Right, listen, I'm getting the hang of this, but I'm trying to learn everything I can about, how to make this channel, really good, really professional. I'm gonna try to make really good content, good videos. I'm trying to work on cases, get good information for you guys. I'm gonna try to, make sure to get accurate information. I'm gonna try to provide you guys with entertaining content, but also, you know, please forgive me in the beginning while I try to build my channel. If I make mistakes or, you know, just, it's gonna be some growing pains along the way. Gonna have to get some new equipment, I'm sure, while I figure things out. I'm not the most technologically, I'm not let me turn my camera on. I'm not the most technologically, what would you say, technologically magically smart. uh, so I'm trying to learn as much as I can, but I'm a hard worker, and I'll I'll learn anything. Once I sink my teeth into something, I don't let it go. So I've been wanting to do this for a long time. But following these cases, Orwin and Orson, um, following the Lori Vallow case, following the let's see who else was missing. Mm, we never found the psychopath that killed his wife and allegedly said a mountain lion must have got her. I forget his name for a second. Wait a second, but yeah, I don't know, something about these people's lives that I just, I want to help. I want to help the families, and I just want to be a part. I want to be a part of this true crime community, and I so this is me. I'm Lizzie, and this is definitely criminal times. Hope you guys like my channel. If you guys don't mind, I would really appreciate it if you guys like the video, even though this video is really, really, uh, would you say, you have to watch it on like ×3 speed. But if you wouldn't mind liking it and subscribing, I promise there'll be better videos coming, and more content and better content. And if you guys want to join me, I'll be trying to get a live in every night and come up on panel, and we'll have a great community here. So like, share, subscribe, and have a good night. Bye. Okay, oh, hey guys. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry. I was trying to figure out. Hang on a second. I was. Here, take this. Take this out of here. Here, take that out of here. It's echoing. I was trying to figure out how to end the stream, and I couldn't figure out how to end the stream. I'm so sorry you had to watch that swirly. the on the screen. Hi, Justice Jenny. You're my first watcher live. How are you? I didn't know you were on here. I wouldn't have been trying. But thank you for coming to see me live. Do you want to come up? Do you want to come up on my panel? Yeah. Well, I mean, it's my second live stream. I'm not in Tennessee, but I've been watching this case. and I've been following the Summer Wells case, and I don't know, something about this little girl. I fell in love with her. This sweet little girl. She did not deserve the life she had, you know. Okay. Not today, she says. Sure. Anytime. Yeah, she didn't deserve. Did you see her bedroom? In the basement? That broke my heart. Oh, you do? Wow. Interesting. That's, that broke my heart. I mean, in any way, the fact that basement, that bedroom, the mattress on the floor, so the whole situation with the sleeping arrangements, no one asked enough questions about that for me. So you have the bunk beds, you have the boys' bunk beds in the basement. Then you had the mattress on the floor in the basement. And then you had like the open like arch, that open kind of like a doorway or something. I don't know. There was no closed door there, right? And then you had into the parents' bedroom, and then you had the big giant, like a king's bed, right? And then you had the door out, okay? And then you had the first floor, like up that steep steps, and then you had the first floor. And then in that dingy, dark, like dungeon, like dark place, which is the basement, there's no lights, there's no paint, there's no windows. It is a dark, gray place. And no one wanted to light that place up. No one wanted light getting in that place. Like, think about that. Why? What did that resemble? You know? Why didn't they want any light in there? Why didn't anybody want anybody else to see what was going on in those rooms? So you have the mattress on the floor, no sheets, no cover, stains on the mattress. Then you had the bunk beds there. I don't know if there was mattresses in the bunk beds. I didn't see, but the interview room, they did a video. He did a video. He got in there, Chris McDonough. He's definitely doing the Lord's work. I did thank the Lord that he got in there and got her to open up and let him get in there with a video camera before Dr. Phil's crew went in there. And for some reason, I guess because Dr. Phil's a TV show, and not really interested that much in the truth, but more about, yeah, me too. Breaks my heart, she said. They're more interested in like ratings. So did you see the part of Dr. Phil's show where they were actually making up Candace and they were making up Dawn, and they were like actually they painted like the rooms, and they did a makeover of the house and like made it look good, the production crew? Why would you want it to look any different than it did on the day that Summer disappeared? Why would you want anything to look any different than it did on the day that Summer disappeared? Everyone here wants to know what happened to Summer. That's what I heard. Did you see Molly Golightly and those couple people from YouTube that went down there? That been down there for a couple days? Yeah. Yeah. Every day I've been watching every update, everything I can possibly find, because this case is everything about that little girl's story is a tragedy. Her whole life is a tragedy. Check out Molly Golightly's. Do you know who she is, Molly Golightly? She's a creator, a YouTube creator, and her and I think 3 or 4 other creators, they went down there, and they went to the police station and they got some information off them, and they went down and they videotaped it. They went to the Wells property and they got a lot of information, and they got a lot of good information, and they have a theory. I don't know if they put it out yet, but they all like flew down there from different states of where they were and stuff, just because they wanted to get more information and go see for themselves like a lot of the things that they had questions about. And I think they have come to the conclusion that Candace is guilty of something. I wish for more of community efforts. It takes people outside here, it seems, to get more done. Yeah, well, Molly Golightly and the couple people that went down there, they said that the whole community just wanted answers for Summer. And they said that the whole community was so nice. Everybody was so nice. Everybody just wanted answers, and that everybody was so helpful. And the police gave them a whole bunch of information and records, met with them, just wanted answers. It's been 6 months. So, and back to the sleeping situation, the boys, who was sleeping in those bunk beds? Because they said the boys' ages are like 12, or they like 12, 13, 8, some. Do you know the boys' ages? Around that, right? Something like that. But they said they're sleeping upstairs. There's 3 of them. And they said 2 of them slept upstairs. So did one of them sleep? So in the house, does the house not have a second floor? So there's the basement, and then there's the first floor, right? The level floor. Doesn't the house have is there no second floor? Do you know? You are correct. About the boys or about the second floor? Because I thought that Chris McDonough he went in the first floor. So there's the first floor, and they said that the 2 boys, yeah, okay, I think you're saying I'm correct about the 2 boys. The twins, are they twins? They slept on the first floor. So that leaves 1. There's 3 boys, and that leaves 1. So then 1 is, that would leave 1. Yeah. Well, I've never heard anything about it. And when they did the house tour, yeah. So if there's a second floor, no one's ever seen it, never been in it, and there's no access to it. There can't be, because if there was a second floor, it makes no sense to have those steep. They said when they did the addition, they said they built the addition, and that was the first floor, right? Okay. She says yes. Jossie is oldest, 12. Okay. And in an interesting side note, that's how old Don was when he started his shenanigans with Jeannie. So just I mean, so then you have, I don't know where the third boy is. No one ever mentioned where he slept. And then you have Summer in the bed with Dawn, but not Candace, because Candace gets drunk, sometimes passes out on the couch, only sometimes, and the rest of the time, don't know. The only thing ever said was sometimes Candace gets drunk and passes out on the couch, but no one ever said where she sleeps the rest of the time. So that's disturbing. Then you have her head shaved bald. That's disturbing. No one ever said anything about Granny being there. Well, Molly and team were there. So you think Granny left? Do you think that Brandis left? No. I don't know if she did leave. That it's a strange thing. That's another thing. Like, where does she fit in? Yeah, where does she fit in? That's funny. I didn't hear about Granny either. I didn't hear anything about her. She is a strange character. Very strange character. Very strange. Her daughter went missing. One of her daughters. The pain medication that she's on too, for her knee, that makes her very sleepy. Doubt that's the only thing that she's on. Think she's had a let's say a strong attachment to chemicals for most of her adult life and probably longer. And I don't think it's just the prescriptions that to pry out of doctors, because a knee surgery is not going to get you Oxycontins, whatever she did to her knee, any kind of knee, whatever she did, knee tear, knee fall. I mean, not even knee replacement is going to get you oxys. I don't know what she said to that doctor to get her that, but I think that day, they woke up and Candace called Hunter. Oh, maybe I don't know if I should use it. Candace called H. I said, hey, today's the day. Do you want any of these, I think they had a little business going, wheeling and dealing. Whether they were getting it from the doctor or making it in the shed, any one of the 3 sheds. Why weren't the kids allowed in the shed? Dawn's special tool shed, And that picture with little Summer in her head shaved bald to the skin. When I saw that picture, that right there broke my heart, because there is no reasonable reason for that. No reasonable reason. Even if it was head lice, did they have to do it did they have to make her bald? Did they really have to make her bald? Yeah, it seems like, you know, it had to be for malicious purposes. Because if it wasn't, it wouldn't be that way. It wouldn't be done that way. And all the other signs of neglect, all the other signs of abuse tell me that Candace's story, that she walked Summer or watched Summer walk to the house or walked Summer to the house and told the boys, hey, watch Summer. She's a, that story was never true. That story never made sense because she didn't give a crap about Summer the rest of the time, all of the other times of her life. But you're telling me for that 5 seconds, she's gonna be a helicopter mom? No, it never made sense. So when a dispatcher call came out, you heard about the dispatcher call, right? That came out finally and explained why Candace hasn't been saying a word. She lied. She got busted lying, even though we all already knew she was lying because her story never made sense. She told the dispatcher that she was out for a run. I mean, she was out running an errand, so she was only gone 10 minutes though. So now we know that the story that she's been telling all of us. Oh, 2 more 911 calls. What makes you say that? Did she call twice or did Dawn call twice? One's Dawn's, who's the other one? She says there's 2 more 911 calls. I know there's another one that's Dawn's. Who's the other one? Wow. There's 2 from Dawn. Oh, well, that'll be interesting, won't it? Think about this. Do you think she was telling the truth when she called the dispatcher the first time? So what about that? Was she lying? I mean, she said she was gone for 10 minutes and she came back and Summer was gone. So, when I did like a 45-minute live that wasn't recording, Washington and Hawkins County. Okay, so she says there's 2 from Dawn that haven't been released. There's 2 in Washington and Hawkins County. And the one is from Candace, not the one that's been released, right? Okay. Wow, that is going to be interesting. Yeah, and she hasn't been, and she wasn't telling the truth when she called either. And I'll tell you what, I listened to a girl the other day that she just nailed it. She nailed it. She asked the question that is the most important question in my opinion. Justice Jenny says, hang on. Justice Jenny says, I believe Candace, Dawn, and Granny are covering up an accident. Okay, in my opinion. Okay. I am not sure. I really don't know yet. I haven't completely decided yet exactly, but I don't want to accuse anybody of anything, but I have a lot of questions is what I do have. For example, where was Candace when she called 911? Where was she? And for example, I was listening to Everyday Shenanigans, and this lady nailed it. she says, or could have been sold. Well, both of those are very possible theories. Yes, I agree with you that they are both very possible. And they're two theories that I wouldn't be surprised about, or two theories that have both crossed my mind. And yeah, I yeah, both two theories, both that I haven't ruled out. The lady everyday shenanigans says, she said, where was Candace when she made a 911 call? And that is the question. And it's so important because when Candace made that 911 call, she said, oh, well, I just ran an errand, but I'm home now, and I was just gone 10 minutes, so that would place her, so, where's my camera? That would place her 10 minutes away, but she's home now, she says, when she called 911, but she says she's finding Summer, and Summer's not there, but she was 10 minutes away. So, but think about if she calls 911, let's say, for example, if she's not home, and let's say she had been gone for a lot longer than 10 minutes, and let's say, there's just so many different scenarios. Like, let's say maybe someone else is the one who called her and said, hey, Summer's missing. And she says, oh crap, I'm not there. I haven't been there all day. I got to call 911 and cover my butt and say that I am there and that I was just gone for 10 minutes. But really, she has no idea because she hasn't been there all day, and she, or maybe she has been gone for hours and just has no clue what has happened for the last few hours. That's one theory. Someone. Here's my thing. She's either covering her own ass, in my opinion, because she's doing something illegal and she won't say because she's covering her own ass, and in the process, things that would help us find Summer, right? And the reason that she won't tell us is because her. But either way, she would have to incriminate herself, or she's directly involved. And that's my opinion, because either way, I mean, she has to be guilty of something by this, in my opinion. At this point, she has to be guilty of something. Maybe. Yeah, maybe they were out, and because that's a problem. That's a huge problem. That's a huge problem for Candace. That's 10 years, maybe, you know? And and when she realized, I mean, maybe that's what it is, you know? She don't want to go to prison for 10 years, more than she wants her baby back. I think they are sitting back, laughing at us and law enforcement. I don't think so, because I think that law enforcement's building a case either way. I think they have those GPS locations. And I think one way or another, they're going to build a case on them. And I think that Dawn is going to prison one way or another too, because of his sisters. Because here's the thing, I don't think that Dawn is innocent either. He might be innocent when it comes to what happened to Summer's disappearance, but I do not think he's innocent from harming Summer. And that is his daughter. And so he needs to go to prison, is what I think. And I hope I hope one of them cracks. All he needs one of them, because they all know. They all know what happened. Well, actually, you know what? I take that back, because Dawn might not know. It kind of feels to me like Dawn's in a bit of a denial. The way he's always everybody, and um, like just always trying to convince everybody that they're just that Candace is just really innocent, and she just don't like talking, and she just in a lot of pain, and she just don't like it always trying to talk for her and stuff, and no. But also, he's a really good manipulator. Like, if they would separate them, yeah, if they would separate them in an interrogation, exactly. Well, especially if they had charges on them, like, say, for example, underage, like, would you say, like, having some sort of chemical lab somewhere to make potions, say, or some sort of underage charges, being friends with people that are younger than you, some kind of something like that. Um, yeah, if either one of them could go to jail any day now, if they wanted to build a case on them, any number of, if you walk through that house, you could think about what the statements they're getting right now from the other children. Think about that. Um, in terms of what type of charges they could bring on them, from neglect to abuse. And for his first set of children, if you go back and read the truth serum, yeah, call the CIA, and they use that stuff. Come to Jesus meeting. Amen, sister. He needs to actually come to Jesus, is what he needs. He needs to go to a Bible believing. Someone needs to give him a King James Bible. Let's get away from that. I don't know. SDA. I've watched some videos. I don't know. They say it's a cult, but I don't know. Only God can judge, right? So I'll let him do it. Come to Jesus. Yeah. So, oh, sweetie. I forget what I was saying. What was I saying? Do you remember? Hmm. Hmm. Do you remember what we were just a second ago? I had a thought, but I forgot it. Like, it left me. Went for a walk. It just left. Just gone. No worry what. Hmm. Um, I just hopped to a new one. How about this? Dawn taking the Subaru that day, out of all the days. Just this strange thing, right? And then all the dogs not barking that day. Just a strange thing. Then you have Jody Sue, next door neighbor. She heard that scream. Then you have none of the timelines matching, right? None of the timelines match. Whenever, if you look at, there's a girl named Chasing. She did a 10-minute video on the timelines. It's a really good video. You should go watch it. It's really good. I don't know if you've seen it, but she did the timelines she compared the timelines of, let's say, Dawn, Candace, and the two people from the church, the Robin and the flute guy. Just them four. And none of them match. Like, really bad, don't match. So that's a problem. I mean, then you have, let's see, what else is like super strange? Chase. How about Chase? How about Chase call? How about the phone call of Chase? Did you hear the phone call? Talk about, excuse me, talk about somebody needing Jesus. That man needs Jesus. He better hope. Amen. Prayers to find summer. Chase better. Oh, did you? Was he as slimy? Did he get over on you? When at the vigil? Was that the first vigil? Oh wow. Was that the first vigil? Wow. That's yeah. He really needs Jesus because he's gonna die soon. Did you hear? Did he have an oxygen tank with him? Tell you he was dying. He knows where summer is. Did he tell you that? I'm sure he was very nice. Yeah. The con artists usually are very nice. I can't believe you actually met him though. Yeah, you're only 30 minutes away, which is so awesome. Like I really want your like email address, or I want to keep in touch with you because that's so cool that you're so close to there. Okay, listen. Okay, don't go in that. I want you to listen. I want you to listen to this phone call. Okay, I'm going to share my screen with you. Hang on. I'm not going to tell you about it. I want you to listen to it, okay? Just listen to this and you tell me what you think. Okay, hang on. Share. Share video. Just learned how to do this. Oh, you have a channel. Oh, yay. Okay, hang on. Did you just drop the link? Have a channel. Justice Janie. Wait, where are you? Justice Janie. Justice Janie. Okay, I'll leave that up while I play this. Cool. Okay, I'll come join your channel. Nice. Well, thank you for listening to my live stream, Justice Janie. That's so nice that you came to keep me company. You know, you're my only friend right now. It's so nice that just you came to talk about summer and, yeah. All right, here we go. Share screen. Help me get some practice in doing this. Okay, sharing screen easiest with two more. Yeah, I already did this. Okay. All right, well, it's gonna keep me with my eyes closed. Okay, well, I want to do my window. Which one do I want here? StreamYard. 423CHASE. StreamYard. 423CHASE. Sure. All right, hang on a second. I'm getting there. All right. Okay. 1 second. I think I forgot to. Come on, man. Forgot to mute. Shoot. Forgot to mute. No, we don't have to. You don't have to. You don't have to mute. Come on. StreamYard, one more page. Okay. Minimize. Oh, no. Where'd you go? Oh, man. No, where'd you go? Hey, come back. Come back. Okay. All right, come on. Hey. Come on. Hang on. Hang on. Sorry, I have really bad signal in here. I don't know what to do. It's circling. Sorry, it's taking a minute. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, you are? She says, okay, thank you. LOL. I'll just read your comments while I'm waiting. I have never been live before. I am new to all of this too. Oh, cool. Well, we can grow together. I'll tell you what I'll teach you what I've learned. This is my second time going, well, my second time going live, but it's like my fifth or sixth time broadcasting, like trying to go live. I made like 3 broadcasts that I thought were live, and they actually weren't. Like, they are just out in space somewhere because it didn't do it right. Just like I didn't hit like the right things on the YouTube. So it broadcasted, I guess it's just out in like the inner space, web space somewhere. Just nothing worse than after working for 45 minutes and ending it, and then you get off. Oh, I can help you. Yeah, it's really complicated. They do not make it easy to figure out. It's like super, like you gotta, when you finally figure everything out, it's only a couple steps. But to get to those couple steps, you've got to go through a mountain of like trial and error. You know what I mean? Like you got to download like all these different like apps and like connect your phone to your computer, laptop, and some things you can do on your laptop, some things you have to do on your phone, some things you can pull off your phone and no. And then that's another thing. There's free versions of some things, and some things you can pay for, some things you have to pay for, but a lot of things you don't, but they don't tell you that. So StreamYard is free. Like there's a free version of StreamYard, and there's a version that you can pay for, and then there's a version that you can pay more for. StreamYard is one of the systems that you can use. That's the one that I use because they have the free version. And until I get more comfortable with, what I want or what I need, I'm just going to use. Okay, you're on your phone right now. Okay, so that's why it's not letting you go live. they won't let me go live from my phone either. So, do you have a laptop? Man, this is not... Let me ask you something. Do you see... Are you looking at my... Can you see my screen right now, or are you still seeing me? I might have to try exiting out of... I might have to... Yeah, it's actually... You can actually... If you just keep making videos, right? If you don't have to buy a laptop. You can actually... Okay, it's messing with me. I might have to just leave it like this. You will be able to go live from your phone, but you just have to have a certain amount of like subscriber and a certain amount of views or viewing hours, something like that. There's just a... Do you have YouTube Studio? You download YouTube Studio? Like download the YouTube Studio app for your phone too. Okay. Okay, I can't get to the... Okay, listen is in the About section. So my computer's got me on like this, my little circle thing here. Okay, awesome. So email me. My email's in my About section, and we'll chat, okay? And definitely, so then maybe Dina? Yeah, so email me and then we can chat. And let's see, and then too, I'm gonna do a second video. It's gonna be about that. I'm gonna play that phone call, and it's gonna be a better live because I'm not gonna have to stop every every few seconds to check my audio and stuff like that. Yeah. Okay. Okay, Justice Janie. Is it Justice Janie or Janie? Justice Janie? Is it Janie? Justice Janie? Is that it? I think it's Justice Janie, right? I hope we could maybe do a live together. I think we could do a panel together. You can come up on my panel, Justice Janie. Okay. You can come up on my panel from your phone. You know that. You could do a live on mine, even though I don't know. You just need to, if you want to just do live from on your phones on your channel, but you can come up on mine, and I think that might count towards your quota stuff. Awesome. All right, sweetie. Well, give me an email. Shoot me an email, and we'll talk. Thanks for joining me. I appreciate it. Awesome. All right, everybody else, thanks for watching. If you have, we'll get it together. And let's just all pray we find this little girl. Amen. You too. Have a nice evening. Thanks for watching. If you don't mind, do me a favor and hit the like button. And I'd appreciate it if you help me by subscribing so we can grow the channel. Alright, I'm going to try to end this broadcast again, if it lets me. Bye, Janie.